What does it take to revive an entire civilization? One man, one mission, one message. You are not different from the divine. In just 32 years, Adi Shankaracharya walked across India, unified thought, established sacred institutions, and reawakened Sanatan Dharma. This is his true story. Adi Shankaracharya was born in Kaldi, Kerala, around 788 CE. A child prodigy, he mastered the Vedas early, but his soul yearned for more liberation. At age 8, he took sannyasa. Legend says a crocodile attack led his mother to finally give her blessing. Shankara walked 2000 kilometers to the banks of the Narmada river and found his guru, Govindapda. Under him, Shankara absorbed the teachings of Advait Vedanta, the philosophy of non-duality. By age 12, he was ready to write commentaries on ancient scriptures. By 16, he had completed his masterworks. From age 16 to 32, Shankara travelled across India. In a time when rituals overshadowed meaning and sects divided people, he brought back the essence of Vedic wisdom. Brahman is the only reality. The world is an illusion. The self is not different from Brahman. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, Jivo Brahmeva Napara. Brahman alone is real. The world is illusion and the individual soul is not different from Brahman. Shankara debated leading scholars, not to defeat but to uplift. Many who opposed him became his disciples, carrying his wisdom back to their communities. Through dialogue, he united divided schools of thought under the vast umbrella of Sanatan Dharma. He restructured the ancient sannyasa order into 10 branches, the Dashnami tradition, and emphasized spiritual discipline across all walks of life. To preserve this revival, Shankara established 4 mathas, spiritual centers, in the 4 corners of India. Each matha preserved a Veda and a Mahavakya, great spiritual truths. Beyond logic and debate, Shankaracharya was a mystic poet. He composed 72 hymns like Saundarya Lahari, Nirvana Shatkam, and Bhaja Govindam. His works still echo in temples and hearts today. Legends speak of miracles. A poor woman gifted him a single amlaki fruit. He sang the Kankadhara Stotra and her house filled with gold. He changed the course of a river for his mother. And though a monk, he performed her final rites with divine grace. At the age of just 32, Adi Shankaracharya is believed to have attained Mahasamadhi, a conscious and final exit from the body, at Kedarnath in the Himalayas. Though accounts vary, most traditions agree this was the site of his final moments. His physical form may have vanished, but his presence lives on through the mathas, through mantras, through minds seeking the ultimate truth.